What's poppin', J-Fam? Welcome back to a brand new video. Happy New Year! Oh my gosh, it is crazy to say that 2020 is finally over. And by the way, my acne is pretty bad today, so that is why I will be a little bit further away from the camera. Hopefully your reception isn't that good, so you only get like 360p on this video, just so it doesn't look that bad. I swear, whoever's watching this video in 1080p, you're seeing it all. By the way, it is currently snowing outside. It's kind of like a nice aesthetic. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but I felt like filming in my family room instead of going in our basement because it's kind of a nicer vibe. I am also filming this video on January 1st, 2021 at almost 4 p.m. Nice. I need to edit this video as quickly as I can so I get it posted. But in this video, I'm gonna start like a new tradition where I go through like the achievements and some exciting things that have happened over the past year, and also talk about some of the things that I'm gonna be doing in the next coming year or the current year 2021, if that makes sense. So 2020, what a crazy year. I feel like the motto for 2020 has been, it can only go up from here, you know, like it can only get better. Unfortunately, that really hasn't been the case, judging by all the insane things that have happened this year. Hopefully 2021 is better. So I'm gonna start off just by going chronologically through some of the events that have happened this year. So first off, January 1st, I spent that night working super hard. I think I have a video of it. If I have footage and photos and stuff, I'll put that over. But I spent that just working as hard as I can. I was making videos that exact night instead of hanging out or going to parties because, you know, I'm addicted to my craft. After that, I think earlier in January, I ended up going to my dad's house. He lives in Pennsylvania, where I spent a week with my sister and my brother and my dad. We did a lot of fun things. I was really getting into photography, like professional photography. I started shooting more. I also practiced taking photos of cars because when I came back to Wisconsin, I got my first job or photography job, taking photos of cars at a car dealership so they'd have it on their website, and I spent a lot of time there. In January, I also made like the biggest investment of my life in myself, and that's when I purchased this camera, the Sony a7 Mark III, along with too much money of lenses and the microphone. Like the microphone alone is like, I think like $200, which doesn't make sense. I also have like displays and a bunch of other equipment like the tripod, but these were just investments in my future. I'm not only making videos on YouTube with this equipment, I'm actually spending a lot of my time using it on professional, either photography or professional video stuff or commercial stuff or my own branded stuff that's not on YouTube. So that's really why I need this like overkill equipment, if that makes sense. So the first night I got my camera, I ended up going out with my friends, taking photos when it was like 20 degrees outside, and that's Fahrenheit, which is like freezing cold. And I ended up taking some of my favorite photos that I've ever taken. During this year, I ended up meeting so many people and reconnecting with so many people in my life. I started talking to people that I haven't talked to in years. I started hanging out with them, whether socially distanced or over FaceTime and stuff. Like I call hanging out like talking to people on FaceTime or through my phone, just because that's 2020. I ended up going to Milwaukee, which is a big city, taking so many photos there. I started taking photos of cars a lot, and I've done so much, and I'm just trying to learn so much about photography. It's always been something I was interested in, but once I got this new equipment, I really tried to just spend so much time working on it. So I was working very hard, and I also started going to my best friend's college. I go up there every couple weekends. It's like 3 times a month basically, to hang out at the dorms and go to a couple houses and just hang out with my friends there. I had some crazy memories that we made at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the morning, which is just awesome. And I miss those so much because a couple months into that, the pandemic hit, and it was early March, and I started to like not go up there anymore. I started to not see my friends. And also March 19th is my birthday, and this 2020 was my golden birthday where I turned 19 on the date, March 19th, and I ended up not being able to celebrate. I had a whole party planned, but because of the pandemic, the risks were too high and we didn't want to have a party, so I ended up canceling everything, and I spent that day sitting on this exact chair on my computer, probably just watching Netflix or YouTube or something, which kind of sucks, but you know, we have to adapt and change to this world. So that wasn't the best, and March 19th was the day that they officially shut down New York City, and a lot of other cities and states followed suit. So after that, it was basically we're stuck at home. My college also decided to put our classes completely online, so I was doing all my classes 24/7 online. I don't really know if I liked it. I made a video about it, why I hate it, and some of the things that changed. It is kind of nice to have freedom, so like if I wanted to, I could literally travel or go to a different state and do my homework there. So I guess that is a plus. Also during the pandemic, I worked a lot. I published my first online class, followed by my second online class on Skillshare. I published my first, second, third, and fourth book, which is just awesome. I've always wanted to publish a book, so I decided to make 2 care guides, and they're like pretty in-depth care guides, and also 2 coloring books. I hired some artists to create these, but they're honestly so awesome. If you want to check them out, links down below. I've also invested a lot and worked on a lot of businesses. My goals over the next like couple years is just to work as hard as I can and put as much time as I can into creating businesses that'll eventually pay me in the future. So basically like passive income, I put a lot of work now. I'm not making a lot of money off of it, but in the future, I'll be able to make more. If you guys want finance videos or other things like that, comment that down below, because finance is something I just really like. I don't share a lot of it on social media just because, you know, I don't know if people like it. So if you like that, comment down below. I posted a lot of videos on YouTube this year as well. Although my fish room and my basement and my home office flooded, I ended up renovating that and working a lot down there. And it's honestly so cool. I think that's about it. I'm sure there's a bunch of other things. My brother and I started making TikToks. We got over 80,000 followers and millions of views. And just saying those numbers out loud is ridiculous. But that's something really cool that we did. I don't really know what else there is. I'm sure I'm missing out on a lot of things, but overall this year was just pretty interesting. It made me appreciate the things that I have at home and my family and stuff, just being able to hang out with them, because if I didn't have them, I'd be stuck alone. And I hate being alone with myself. Like, do you like being alone with me? Probably not. So for this upcoming year, hopefully I'll have like more financial goals, more freedom goals, hopefully getting done with this next semester of college. Another really cool goal is I want to make more videos on YouTube. Of course, I say that every year, but this year I really want to make some fire content. Speaking of which, I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed. In 3 days, I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed. All 4 of them, they're technically impacted, I think, which means that they're even more difficult to get out. But yeah, the top ones, the bottom ones, oh, this is gonna suck. So look forward to a video like that. I might film it. Hopefully I'll film it. I'll probably be like some drugged up weird person. I'm getting knocked out. This is the first time in my entire life that I have to get knocked out for something, like an IV and stuff. It's gonna be insane. So look out for that video. But I hope you guys had a great 2020, although it probably wasn't going as you expected. Comment down below your goals and also some of the goals you have for next year, and if you beat your goals of the previous year. I'd love to hear that, so we have a little bit of community going. That would be awesome. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy, fam. Peace. Wow.